Everyone has one decision to make when going into work every single day. To work your hardest and give your all, or to breeze by and do the bare minimum. I bet if there were incentives given to your employees, more than half of them will choose to give their all. I've been on both ends of the spectrum. I've been the manager to decide on giving incentives and see firsthand how much harder the employees work, and I've also been on the end where incentives have made me work harder towards my goals. Motivation throughout the day is sometimes necessary to get your employees to work harder. Today, I will first tell you which incentives you can give to see employee motivation. Second, the result in better performance and what that does for your company. And third, the increase in employee satisfaction. I want to begin by saying, unless there is some type of motivation to do so, I can almost guarantee you will not see your employees' full potential. Financial incentives are one way to increase motivation in the workplace. Wage incentives are the biggest way employers have found successful when seeing an increase in production. When employees get paid more for their hard work, it shows them that they are being noticed and they will more than likely keep up the hard work. There are other ways besides raising wages that will make your employees more motivated that you and your company can sit down and decide on. Some other examples of what you can give financially to your employees are profit-sharing benefits, bonuses, commission, and even outside-of-the-box stuff like a reward for an employee making a suggestion that benefits the company as a whole that management hasn't already come up with. Non-financial incentives are also an option that will have employees ready and excited to work. Having regular discussions with your employees is one small but really big gesture that will make them feel heard. In 2020, Bastien said, "Your employees will feel a sense of partnership, and as a result of that, they will become more dedicated to their work." Besides discussion, there are even more non-financial wages to motivate your employees, such as fun competitions, opportunity to progress, paid vacation or paid time off, longer breaks, appreciation, and fairness. There are positive incentives and also negative incentives. Positive incentives are just how they sound and usually have a positive outcomes afterwards. However, negative incentives are meant to correct the mistakes of employees' actions and can then turn positive by the employee not wanting to get in trouble again or wanting to do better next time. Now that we have covered which incentives will help to motivate employees, let's talk about how it directly affects the company. When you see the result in motivation performance, you will realize how important motivation in the workplace really is. Motivation gives not only the employees benefits, but the employer as well. Needs, wants, and desires are interrelated and they are the driving force to act. Those are words spoken from Praji Junja. The company needs productivity to go up and the employees want something to make them want to do better without feeling taken advantage of. Human resources, or HR, will be put into action. Praji Junja also said, "It is through motivation that the human resources can be utilized by making full use of it." This means employees will have the willingness to want to show up to work and make the most out of the resources they have on hand that the company provides. Productivity will go up, which means cost of operations will go down. Employees will be more goal-directed if you give them more goals to aim towards. The end result to giving your employees incentives, good and bad, will result in profit maximization. Profit maximization is the biggest gap between total revenue and total costs. Finally, it's important to notice how these incentives will make employees so much happier. Incentives will boost the mood for employees and make it more of a pleasure for them to be at work. It's important that employees feel recognized, and by giving incentives, you are showing your appreciation for their hard work. Employees will work to achieve more goals when you give them a reward to look forward to. Incentives will also build friendly relationships throughout the company because who wouldn't be happy they're working for more? Praji Junja says, "Effective cooperation, which brings stability." Employees effectively operating together in a friendlier manner instead of being miserable will mean more work getting done since they can work well together. Incentives will lead to trust and management from the employees. Employees will feel more appreciated and trust that their managers have their best interests in mind for them. What's a workplace without trust? Fewer employees will find the need to go out and look for another job. Only 51% of employees feel satisfied with their job, and the top reasons why employees leave their jobs is they don't feel appreciated. Those are words from Zoycheska in 2019. Incentives are a reason that make employees feel appreciated enough to stay, and then they might actually enjoy all the pleasures that come for working with their company. To conclude, there are incentives you can give that will make employees motivated to keep going. Employee motivation will result in better performance and be great for the company, and it is also great for the employee and their moods and their self-esteem as well. If you're looking for your company to grow and for employees to go a little extra mile, it just takes a little push to make it happen. Cut.